Hi, everybody. Quick question for you. Are passengers, in general, cruise passengers, just getting ruder now? So, don't get me wrong, cruising is still my #1 vacation above all else. I was just flying here on a super busy travel day where we were being sent to a gate. We're standing there at a gate. They tell us to go to another gate and we have to wiggle our way through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to get there. We get there, we wait another half hour, and then an announcement comes to go back to the exact same gate we were already at. And I was chatting with all kinds of different people around me, and everybody was taking it in stride and pretty good mood. Nobody was upset, nobody was angry, nobody was flipping out. And I said, oh, this is like for an airline kind of thing, right? For being in a busy airport, a stressed day of traveling, this was great. And it made me wonder about some experiences I've had lately on a few cruises with cruise passengers where it should be even more relaxed and even more laid back. But instead, like, these people just seem miserable and want to extend that miserableness to as many people around them as they can. Just recently, Tony and I went to Iceland and Greenland. And we were in this little town in Greenland waiting for our iceberg tour. We got there first thing in the morning and we had to walk around, and they had this outdoor museum. Not a lot of people were around. Maybe 15, 20 people scattered amongst this outdoor with all these buildings all over the place. But Tony had a run-in with a woman. I almost had a run-in with that exact same woman. And we also had the run-in with her on the tender on the way over, where she just kept bad-mouthing the captain and the second in charge, the staff captain, about taking a tender over to take pictures of an iceberg that was in the port with us, and would not stop yapping about it on the entire trip over on the tender. Everyone who came up the stairs, she had to say the exact same story and complain and point, hey, that's the staff captain over there. He shouldn't be doing it, wasting the environment and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it was, hey, how come we aren't going over there? Why can't we go over there with our tender? I guess it would be okay if we did it, but not if the staff captain did it. And then when we were walking around in the museum, she, I'm going over there. Make sure you don't film me. Well, trust us, lady. You were the last person in the world I would ever want to have in one of my videos, ever. So no, we weren't going to film you, and we would never film you. In fact, we wanted to get as far away from you as possible. So that was one experience. And then we also had an experience where we were in Canada, taking a Canadian cruise with the group. And we were in a smaller town, taking one of the local buses that go up into the area where you can get off at various destinations. It's free of charge, and it's set up for tourists to be able to do this. And I guess some locals also take this as well. Well, the bus is very crowded when a cruise ship is in for the day, and Tony and I ended up being in the back. And we're in the back, and we're trying to listen for where to get off, because we wanted to go and visit the shore side and some of the big houses that are out there that we're allowed to walk through, about the immensely rich in the history past, just people who had wealth beyond belief kind of thing, these mansions. Well, we're in the back and we're trying to listen. We don't know, we're like the bus driver is saying something, but we can't hear. And there's lots of talking going on in the bus around us. We have no idea. Two of us trying to listen, can't hear it. Finally, we said, okay, let's just get off and we'll ask the bus driver, are we near the place that we're looking for? So we get off the bus, and as we go up to the bus, Tony goes in and just asks a simple question. So, sorry, is this where we're supposed to get off for this place? And no sooner had he said this, that a woman sitting in the front seat right behind the bus driver says, well, maybe you guys should be listening then. You guys shouldn't be talking, and you guys should be listening to what she says. Pay attention. We were paying attention. We couldn't hear a thing. We weren't talking. And first of all, why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you just keep shut? Because we weren't asking you the question. We were asking the bus driver, who it's her job to let people know the stops that they're going to. And we weren't saying, excuse me, we can't hear a thing you're saying. Can you speak up? We want to know if this, we just saying, excuse us, is this where we get off for this spot? And of course, the lady behind us, I'm going to call her Big Mouth Lady, had to step in and say something. And Tony and I just said, that's okay. We'd rather walk and find our way around than deal with rude people like you, and walked off. And it's just like, what's going on? And I just did a story recently of the guy who would smoke in non-smoking areas, brought a portable speaker out and was playing the music loud and smoking in the disco, and just wondered why people thought he was a bad cruiser. He was just having fun. Everybody else is no fun at all. No, you're an annoying person. Nobody wants to be around someone like you. No one wants to listen to your complaints and your business and your thing of fun. Go someplace else. I don't get it. And I'm running into more and more people like that just seem miserable on what should be a vacation. And I'm wondering why. Is it suddenly that now the ships are full again? And we got used to sailing on ships that were half empty, 40% full, lots of room to spread out, didn't have to interact with a lot of people when the cruising industry restarted from the pandemic. Remember those days? I don't remember them anymore, because every ship I'm on right now is packed to the gills. And I still meet so many great people out there. Wonderful people, like the people I just met flying here. Great conversations. We were talking, having a good time, but we weren't stressed at anything. We just were, paying attention and moving back, and smiles on our faces. And as we got on the plane, the people that were, well, you have a great flight. They were sitting someplace else. I was sitting someplace. It was great. And I have that experience on cruises all the time, where people are just happy and having fun and being there. And if you're a person who just wants to complain the whole time, or put your 2 cents worth in every single time, and it's always negative, and you're just blah, 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 I don't get it. Why do they even travel if they're that miserable all the time?